Hello everyone, my name is Michael SK and welcome back to Fate Stay Night Remastered, where in the previous episode, Caster decided to show up. See, in the original route, the Fate route, Caster didn't show up for a while. Like, she would show up here on this night if you went and got the bad ending like my dumbass did, but you wouldn't see her for quite a while, and when she did show up, she died. She died to the previous archer. So, this is pretty interesting. Like, sure, the events are similar, but the outcomes are different. Anyways, Shirou is about to die. Caster extends her fingers. I try to fight back, but my body won't move. My limbs aren't responding, my senses are being taken away, and I'm sure she's going to off me. Very possible. Oh, by the way, I triggered that bug again where, like, I had to unplug something, basically a controller, or it was my pedals. I had to unplug my pedals because it was messing with, like, the menu or whatever. And when I did, that triggered the bug where I lose track of my mouse pointer once I click. So, yeah, I'm gonna get distracted by that a few times. My body doesn't move at all and accepts the fingertip of death. I resist the urge to close my eyes and keep glaring at Caster with all my might. I can't say I dislike being called a good boy. Don't quote that. Caster snickers at my utmost resistance and puts her fingers on my command spells. Hey, don't take those. Even my free will is going numb. In my fading thoughts, I hear the sound of clashing swords from the temple gate behind me. Yeah, Saber is here. She's fighting Assassin, very similar to how she did in... Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. This is different. But Saber is fighting Assassin, similar to the Fate route. What kind of miracle is this? I hear the sound of dozens of objects splitting the air, followed by numerous arrows piercing the ground in front of me. Oh, Daddy Archer is here to save the day. Caster instantly retreats, her black robe swirling like a spinning top. Excuse me. It's always an archer getting the better of her. There are arrows piercing the ground by her feet. 13 of them fired from the direction of the temple gate. And they were probably fired in rapid succession, and Caster would have been struck center mass had there been one more in the volley. The one who fired stands there atop the gate. The knight in red then jumps down to ground level, his hands empty. God damn it. It's always his back. How often do we see his back compared to seeing his face? Archer moves to stand before me as if to protect me. I check my hand. It moves. My frozen limbs must have regained mobility from the earlier action. Archer laughs. I can't tell how serious he is. Even though he's facing an enemy, there's no tension in his voice or body language at all. Caster must have noticed that and regains her composure.
ふざけたことを。あなたを止められないようでは 英雄などとは呼べない。あの男、剣豪を名乗らせるには実力不足です。
ほう、その言いぶり、アサシンが自分の仲間だとでも言いたげだが、そうでなくてはこの状況に説明がつかん。
Caster stares at Archer silently. I can't see her expression well beneath her hood, but she looks as if she's agitated.
ああ、じゃあ今の本当か。アサシンとキャスターのマスターが協力し合ってるって。
That's been my guess since the very beginning, since that bad ending. And that might include Ryder, but also Ryder could have just been like a bit of a snake and was just kind of scoping out the area. It's hard to say.
ああ、門の外を守るアサシンと門の内に潜むキャスター、この両者が協力関係なのは明白だろう。マスター同士が協力し合うのも珍しいことではない。現にお前とリンとで手を結んでいる。
That's right. Then there are two masters at this Ryoto temple.
何を言い出すかと思えば、随分と的外れなことを言うのね、アーチャー。
うん。なんだ、違ったか。参ったな。君たちが仲間だというのは確信だったのだが。
ええ、見当違いも甚だしいわ。仲間ですって。私があの犬と協力し合う？私の手駒に過ぎないあの男と？
Wait, what? Her laugh is so out of place that the tense atmosphere disperses. Contrarily, Archer grits his teeth. Something finally comes out. It's not Caster's enmity, nor the swirl of magical energy surrounding the temple. For the first time since he came here, Archer is showing open hostility.
そう、あなたの予感は正しいですよ、アーチャー。私のマスターは誰とも手を組んでなどいないし、アサシンのマスターも同じ。いいえ、そもそもアサシンにマスターなど存在しないのですからね。
So she was gonna do basically, or she has done, what she tried to do to Shirou here. Assassin doesn't have a master. What does that mean? Servants cannot exist without a master. Weren't they supposed to disappear if they don't have a supply of magical energy?
キャスター、貴様、ルールを破ったな。
まさかルールを破ってなどいませんわ。だってサーバントを呼び出すのは魔術師でしょ。ならキャスターである私がサーバントを呼び出して何の不都合があるのです。
Ooh. The witch in black robes proclaims with a sneer. So that means the assassin class servant at the temple gate is a heroic spirit summoned by Caster.
サーバントを操るサーバントか。なるほど。ならばこその架空の英雄か。
Okay, no. I was way off. But it is kind of coming together here. This is very interesting.
まっとうなマスターに呼び出されなかったアサシンは、本来呼ばれるべき暗殺者以外のものをアサシンにしてしまった。それは構わん。元となる英霊が誰であろうと、敵は倒すのみ。だが、それは貴様の独断ではないのか、キャスター。
聞きましょう。なぜそのような結論が出せるのです？
何？ただの直感だよ。マスターとは魔術師だ。その魔術師が自分より優れた魔術師を使い魔にした場合、そこにあるのはただの主従関係ではあるまい。マスターが自身より優れたキャスターを警戒するのは当然だ。私が貴様のマスターであるのなら、魔女に自由など与えない。マスター本人ではなく、貴様だけの手足となるサーバントの召喚など強化するはずがない。
それなりの知恵は働くようですね。あ、いいわ。その賢さに免じて今の暴言は聞き流しましょう。
Caster snickers, though she watches Archer carefully. The only thing between them is an enmity. They're about 7 meters apart. With the charge that Archer showed at school, he should be able to slash slash caster before she even finishes chanting an incantation.
納得がいった。
She's got more, tricks up her sleeve than you would expect.
強力な対魔力を持っている。ここの男の高魔力など比べ物にならない。彼らにはあらゆる魔術が効きづらい。故に魔術師である君では彼らに太刀打ちできない。となれば策略に走るのは当然だったな。ルールを破り自らの手でアサシンのサーバントを呼ぶ。この土地に今日構え町の人間から魂を収集する。自らは戦わず町中に張った目で戦況を把握する。これだけのことをするのだ。当然自分のマスターは拘束しているのだろうな。
Oh, come on. She smiles silently. That sends a chill up my spine. She's not only collecting magical energy from the people in town, she's even using her own master as her own tool, just like she did to me. Caster is dangerous. She's not a pure threat like Berserker, but those who make the situation worse without showing themselves are always the worst, or the most problematic in a war.
ええ、あなたは正しいわ、あーちゃん。けれど私があなたたちにかなわないというのは間違いよ。聖杯戦争に勝つことなんて簡単ですもの。私が手を尽くしているのは単にその後を考えているだけ。あなたたちを恐れて策を浪しているわけではないわ。
ほう。サーバントを倒すのはたやすいと言ったな、キャスター。逃げ回るだけが取り柄の魔女がよく言った。
言ったわ。ここなら私は誰よりも強いもの。バーサーカーやセイバーならいざ知らず、アーチャー程度ではかすり傷さえ負わせられないでしょう。
I kind of believe
それ
her.
よりあなたの方こそ逃げる算段を立てなさい。一度目は許した。けれど二度目はなくてよ。私を魔女と呼んだ者には相応の罰を与えます。
Oh shit. Caster's robe distorts. The magical energy in the air becomes a dense fog covering Caster's body. With that in front of him.
面白い。かすり傷さえ負わぬと言ったな。
Though he's barely audible, Archer sounds amused.
ええ、あなたでは私に触れることさえできないでしょう。
The Black Shadow responds. The Knight in Red laughs.
では一撃だけ。それで無理なら、あとはセイバーに任せよう。
He is so fucking cocky, I love it. He flies like a squall towards the Black Shadow. The Red Shadow runs. I don't know when he got them, but in Archer's hands are those weapons, twin swords. He does not allow any time for chanting incantations. Archer closes in on Caster before she can extend her arm. He slashes her in half with those twin blades. The robe, cut in half, scatters in the wind. Archer seems disappointed standing in front of the remains of the enemy he just defeated so easily. It's not that easy. There's no way. It looked disappointing. She talked so big, yet she lost without even attacking him once. Anyone would feel let down. Archer is still gripping the twin swords. A red knight. The black and white short swords are magnificent to behold. Strange. My eye really keeps getting drawn to them. Those twin swords. They must be great swords with history, but I don't feel any malice from them. Noble phantasms are supposed to be fantastic weapons, so it only makes sense that they're beautifully crafted. If Saber's sword was visible, I have to imagine it would likewise be majestic. These swords, however, are different. A sword with the clear purpose of defeating opponents. A sword that was made to leave a mark on history. A sword forged to surpass the skill and craft of another. A sword intended to do some great deed. These blades have none of that. They're nothing like a blade with a famed story or magical lineage. If anything, it seemed that they were made because someone just wanted to. There's something raw about them. Unalloyed, even. Maybe like a creator questioned their own significance. That's what I think those are. Mirrored swords without vanity. Black and white, a swordsmith's awkward representation of yin and yang. I stand captivated because I feel like the way they are is beautiful. I mean, they are pretty cool looking. Caster's slashed body disappears. And after seeing it off, the moment Archer looks like he's going to put his weapons away.
残念ね、アーチャー。あなたが本当にその程度だったなんて。
Caster's voice echoes throughout the desolate temple. Archer leaps. The barrage from earlier is mirrored. Bullets of light come flying from the sky to pierce Archer, and Archer repels them with his twin swords. No, this is different from before. The land is pink. The ground is burnt red. The magical energy compressed within one of those lights is at least 3 times greater than my full capacity. And I'm sure even Archer would have half his body blown away if he took a direct hit. He'd be just like Caster earlier. Where is she? Oh, there she is. She's got so many tricks up her sleeve. It's crazy. I look up at the sky. The moon is invisible, veiled behind a sea of dark clouds. In the middle of that, the black mage floats as if she reigns over the heavens.
空間転移か固有実制御か。どちらにせよ、この境内ならば魔法の真似事さえ可能ということか。見直したよ、キャスター。いや、大口を叩くだけはある。
While looking up at Caster, Archer adjusts the grip on his twin swords.
そうですか。私は見下げ果てたわ、アーチャー。使えると思って試してみたけど、結果がこれではアサシン以下よ。
耳に痛いな。次があるのならもう少し気を利かせるが。
Oh boy.
まさか。愚か者に次などありません。あなたはここで消えなさい、アーチャー。
Archer becomes a streak. He takes off at full speed to get clear from Caster and this place.
逃げ切れると思って。
Caster's staff moves. The moment it points at Archer, something absurd flashes before my very eyes. Yeah, I was gonna say, that looks fun. No one can hear me say no way. Caster's attack is like a deluge of rain. The light that streaks down is like a bombing raid. Each spell is a death blow, and Caster rains them down uninhibited. I may be green at this, but even I can tell how off the charts this magecraft is. This is more like a grand magecraft. Something like that requires a magic circle and a 10-count instant contract, an incantation of at least 10 lines. Because grand magecraft is powerful, it requires more time to cast it. A normal mage would take a minute to cast such magecraft. Even a mage that uses high-speed incantation would take 30 seconds. But she did it in an instant. She didn't even need an incantation and just pointed her staff. And she's using it continuously. I can't even think of anyone who would compare. Well, she isn't human, so... She can accomplish a whole lot here. And now the temple's fucked.
A ランクの魔術をここまで連発するとは、よほど魔力を溜め込んだな。
He must have decided that he can't avoid them all anymore as Archer sprints while deflecting them with his twin sword, excuse me. Archer makes for the exit but changes course halfway there as if he just remembered something. You told him to just stand there. Archer charges towards me with a fierce look. That makes me realize the place I'm standing in is just no longer safe. I'm already in the range of the Rain of Light. Archer makes toward me. The moment I try to jump back to avoid him, My body is flying through the air. I try to shake him off reflexively. You've got to be shitting me. Archer is now carrying me? What a nice guy.
何考えてんだお前。
知るものか。いいから黙っていろ。お前に言われると自分のバカさ加減に頭を痛めるわ。
バカ？お前自分がバカだって分かってるのに人のことバカ呼ばわりするのかよ。このバカ。
えい、ガキガキ様。バカでガキとはもはや手がつけられん。せめてどちらかに決めておけ、たわけめ。
Archer must be wound up as his words make no sense. I was gonna say, this is really stupid ass bickering here. But even though he saved me, I just can't graciously accept.
いいから話せ。これぐらい一人で何とかする。
No, more than that, I can't bear being a hindrance to him. Archer should have been able to escape by now if it was just himself. But the exit is farther now that he saved me. Archer running around the temple must be an easy target for Caster, who is above us.
聞いてるのかお前。
そうか。なら遠慮はいらんな。
Then, Archer drop kicks me. Well, that's fun. I tumble onto the ground. He must have kicked me hard as I flew at least 5 meters.
Damn it.
I endure the pain and get up. Archer is still. The rain of light bullets has also stopped. All that remains is a feeling of cold that hurts my ears. I finally get my bearings. The very air around Archer has frozen. What's he got up his sleeve, though?
いかに三騎士といえど、空間そのものを固定化されていては動けないのではなくて？
Uh-oh. Caster's triumphant voice. Archer must not be able to talk. It's like time has stopped for him.
どうやらこれで爪のようね。外にはセーバーもいることですし、これ以上あなたにかける時間はないわ。どこの英雄だったかは知らないけど、これでお別れよ、あっちゃ。
Well, he also doesn't know, so no one will get to know. Caster raises her left hand. From that hand, the light bullet of instant death is dropped. But right before that, what do we got? Archer murmurs something.
何かしら、あっちゃ。命乞いなら聞いてあげても。
と言ったのだ、キャスター。
His tone is filled with irritation. I try to make out what he's saying and...
たわけ。かわせと言ったのだ、キャスター。
Archer leaps away. He must have broken the frozen space with force. With the sound of breaking glass, Archer flashes out of sight.
何よ、バカ。
Distracted by Archer's angry shout, Caster is baffled. And then, to either side of her, a flash of black and white converge on her. Wait, what's after her? Caster's robe tears. She must have been given just enough warning from Archer's shout and narrowly escapes the attack. It should not need explaining, but it is Archer's blades that fly by. It was in an instant. Archer threw the twin swords to either side when he kicked me and got caught in the freezing spell. The blades boomeranged through the sky and made an arc back toward Caster. Why did he warn her then? I'm left speechless. Caster too. The Red Knight leaps back into view and calls checkmate. He kneels on the ground and aims his bow towards the sky. His target is Caster, and the arrow he has knocked in the same magical blade that he shot at Berserker.
I am the bone of my soul.
Ooh, that's really good English. Archer's voice shakes the air. And then there's that. Caster weaves an urgent incantation. But having clearly anticipated that, Archer shoots the arrow. Ah, there's no way it's gonna hit. Yeah, see, she avoided it. She turned into a donut, so, you know. Is that his noble phantasm? The released arrow twists space itself. Yeah, see, she's okay. Caster's moan fills the air. The tornado-like arrow easily penetrated Caster's defense. Most likely, guessing from the distortion, I bet Caster would have been twisted along with space itself even if she had teleported. So what's the damage? Even then, Caster's still alive. The black robe is scattered, and the body underneath the robe has numerous cuts. Caster is using all of her magical energy to regenerate, but I'm sure she would have died instantly without a chance to heal had it been a direct hit. Yeah, Archer's shot did not land a direct hit. The arrow was released into an empty space away from Caster, and her barrier of protection was destroyed from the aftermath. The arrow missed. No, that's wrong. He did not miss. He deliberately did not hit her. I don't know what his intentions are. Though he had the chance to finish her off, for whatever reason, Archer let her go. Stillness returns to the temple. Archer remains in front of me while Caster floats down, glaring at Archer all the while. That last attack must have taken a lot out of him, as I can sense that Archer's magical energy is low. And that goes for Caster as well. Although it missed, Archer's attack scraped away most of Caster's body and magical energy. Even if there was a big pool of magical energy here, it's useless if Caster is too injured to collect. Caster lands, dispirited. She seems to have managed to reform her body, but she's running on empty inside. It should be impossible to continue fighting. Caster stares at us while breathing heavily. For some reason, she seems to be comparing the both of us.
あーちゃん、今の一撃、なぜ外したのです？
The demoralization is in her voice as well. Archer shrugs as if to say it should be obvious.
いや、試すのは一撃だけと言っただろう。初めの一撃はかわされたからな。その後はただのおまけだ。なんだ、それともまさか約束を違えても当ててほしかったのか？
Oh, sorry. I was getting a drink of water. He's crazy.
では、私を殺す気はなかったと？
Though he probably should. Like, fuck the promises, you know, but he should really kill
つ
her.
い挑発に乗っただけだ。私の目的はそこの男にあったからな。他のサーバントと戦うなど予定にはなかった。
He really didn't seem to come here with any hostility at first.
そう。どうやら私と戦いに来たというわけではなかったよね。
ああ、そこの男が腰抜けなのと同じでね。不必要な戦いは避けるのが主義だ。剣を取るときは必勝の好機であり、必殺を誓ったときのみだ。意味のない殺生は苦手でな。
I don't know what's so funny, but Caster gives a hearty laugh.
そう。ならあなたたちは似た者同士ということ？
は？
We reply in unison. Well, yeah, that doesn't really help the argument there. Similar, me and that guy. What makes her say that?
違うのかしら。あなたたちは無益な殺生が嫌なのでしょ？そこの坊やは私のような無関係な人間を糧にするサーバントが許せない。あなたは無意味な殺戮は好まない。ほら、全く同じじゃない。だから手を組んでいるのではなくて？
Oh no, there's a completely different reason.
どうしてそんなふざけた結論になる？お前目が腐ってるぞ。誰がこんなやつと一緒なもんか。
同感だ。平和主義者なのは同じだが、根本が大きく異なる。厄介事は早めに片付けるのが私の方針だ。この男のようにいつまでも悩んだりはしない。
He just doesn't hold back. He lets her rip like crazy.
何が平和主義者だ。俺は忘れてないぞ。お前セイバー一人に戦わせて自分は安全なところにいたくせに。
仕方なかろう。あの時はまだ共闘関係ではなかった。セイバーの安全よりバーサーカーを倒すことが優先されただけだ。それとも何か？目に映るもの全てを助けろなどというのではあるまいな。ならば バーサーカーとて倒す対象にはならないか？
We glare at each other. Man, I really don't get along with this guy. Why does everything he does everything he says get on my nerves? Meanwhile, Caster's laugh is even more amused as she looks between us.
気に入ったわ。あなたたちは力もそのあり方も希少よ。敵に回してしまうのは惜しい。
My head tilts in confusion. Archer looks away from me and glares at Caster.
ちょっと待て。何が言いたいんだ？
わからない？私と手を組みなさいと言っているのよ。
No. Why would we do that?
私なら今のパートナーより優れたものを用意できるわ。坊やにはセイバー以上のサーバントを。アーチャーは今のマスターより優れた魔術師と契約できる。
My mind grinds to a halt. I question her sanity and seriousness.
悪い話ではないはずよ。私にはこの戦いを終わらせる用意がある。言ったでしょ？勝つことなんてたやすいと。どう？生き残りたいのなら私に従うべきじゃなくて？
There's not even an option here. I decided to fight to stop those who involve innocent people. As such, I can't accept the offer of someone like her.
断る。俺はお前みたいな魔女とは手を組まない。
That's all there is to it. It should be obvious where I'd stand. I can't ally myself with this servant, nor can I betray those I'm already partnered with. I'm going to fight alongside Saber and Archer. I'm going to fight alongside Saber, and Archer would also never betray Tosaka. Wait. This guy, he's hesitating.
おい、アーチャー。
拒否する。君の力を借りる理由がない。それ以前に君の陣営はいささか戦力不足だ。いかに勢力を伸ばそうとバーサーカー一人に及ばない。まだ組みするほどの条件ではないな。
God damn, he was actually considering some stuff there. I sigh with relief. I had a bad feeling, but he's not like that. I hate him, but he's firm on his beliefs.
そう。交渉は決裂ということ。
そうだ。だがここで君と戦う気はない。この場に居合わせたのは私の独断でね。マスターの命令ではないから君を撃つ理由はない。ここは痛み分けということで手を打たないか。
That's interesting, actually. So Tosaka didn't tell him about anything. He actually chose to come here to save Shirou. I doubt my own ears. Did he just say that he's going to let Caster go?
意外ね。あなたのマスターは私を追っていたでしょ？なのにあなたは私を見逃すというの？
ああ。お前がここで何人殺そうが知らん。それは私には預かり知らぬことだ。
あら、ひどい男。毒は使いようということ？
私のマスターはマスター殺しに精力的でなくてね。その分お前が他のマスターを潰してくれるのなら何かと助かる。
Okay, yeah, I don't know why we're not saying anything here, but yeah, hold on.
待て、キャサ
Okay, there it is. Why was that delayed? Caster seems to have accepted Archer's proposal as she turns around. I run to Caster as she moves to vanish, but Archer stops me.
バカカキ様。追えば確実に死ぬぞ。
Yeah, for real. He says indifferently. Though true, his words make me feel so furious I make myself nauseous. I stop. Caster's black gown flutters in the wind and disappears like magic. She's gone. Only Archer and I remain on the temple grounds. Seeing him gets on my nerves. He's saved me twice today. Caster would have taken my command spells if it weren't for him, and I'm sure I would have died from that deluge of light. But this is different. I can't forgive him for letting Caster go.
アーチャー、なんでキャスターを逃がした？
I think he kind of explained things. Sure, it doesn't really align with, trying to win the war here, but that's just how he
戦う時
is.
ではなかったからだ。ここで切り伏せたところで、あれはすぐさま逃げおせただろう。今の空間転移、見逃したわけではあるまい。
That's true. We wouldn't be able to capture Caster if she really wanted to get away. On top of that, this temple is Caster's territory. She's a witch. Even if she was weakened, I'm sure she had at least 1 or 2 tricks up her sleeve. That's what I'm saying.
理解できたらしいな。キャスターを倒すのなら、マスターが先なのだ。いかに空間を飛んで逃れようが、よりしろであるマスターが倒されれば、キャスターとて消えざるを得ないからな。
Going for the master and not the servant. That is the safest and most sure approach in the Holy Grail War.
それは分かってるけど、だからって見逃すのか。街で起きてる事件は全部あいつの仕業なんだろう。キャスターを止めない限り犠牲者は出続ける。
なぜ？お前自身が傷つくことではあるまい。むしろ奴にはこのまま続けてもらいたいぐらいだ。キャスターは人々から正気を吸い上げ、その力でバーサーカーを倒す。私たちはその後でキャスターを倒せばいい。私とリンはキャスターは倒せるが、バーサーカーには及ばないのでな。バーサーカーを倒すまでキャスターには好きにさせておくさ。
My face heats up. Blood rushes to my head, and I want to punch him.
ふざけるな。父さん、そんな方針は取らない。
そうだな。だからこそキャスターには手早くことを済ませてほしいものだ。リンがキャスターに追いつけば対決は避けられない。その前にキャスターがバーサーカーを退治してくれれば理想的だ。何人犠牲になるかは知らんが、それでバーサーカーが倒せるのならば安いものだろう。
Yeah, in a way these two are similar, but in what they fight for in terms of protecting, I mean that's all Shirou and not very much Archer.
人間など結局は死ぬ生き物。誰にどう殺されようが結果的には変わるまい。キャスターも手ぬるい。いっそ魔力だけでなく命まで奪ってしまえばよいもの。街中の人間が死に絶えれば少しは戦いやすくなる。私のマスターも根は甘いからな。そうなればもはやなりふりなどに構ってはいられまい。
The Red Knight smiles dryly. He sounds amused. He feels the people living here are in the way. He's saying the same things as Caster.
ああ、お前も知っての通り、リンは形式にこだわるタイプでね。魔術師としては申し分ないが、マスターとしては汚さに欠ける。そうだな。彼女がキャスターのようになってくれれば、私もここまで苦労はしないのだが。
お前！
I punch Archer's face. Well, I punch in that general direction, but he easily avoids it.
何をする？私たちは協力関係ではなかったか？
ふざけるな。俺はお前とは違う。勝つために、結果のために周りを犠牲にするなんて、そんなこと絶対にするものか。
それは私も同じだ、エミヤシロ。だが全ての人間を救うことはできまい。例えばキャスターが聖杯を手に入れてしまえば被害はこの町だけにとどまるまい。それはイリアスフィールも他のマスターも同じだ。聖杯を私利私欲で使わぬマスターは私が知る限りお前とリンだけだからな。故に私たちが勝利しなければ被害はさらに大きくなる。
I guess you can say it's somewhat like the split trolley decision, you know, which direction are you willing to pull that lever?
ならばこの町の人間には犠牲になってもらい、私たちの役に立ってもらうしかあるまい。その結果で被害を抑えられるのならお前の方針と同じだろうさ。
I feel numb. He doesn't need to explain it. I can't save everyone. Kiritsugu always said that. so I should be over it, but it's just the way that he says it that just pisses me off.
無関係な人間を巻き込みたくないと言ったな。ならば認めろ。一人も殺さないなどという方法では結局誰も救えない。キャスターの言う通り、残念ながら私たちは似た者同士だ。犠牲者を出したくないというのなら協力し合うしかあるまい。
違う。俺はお前なんかとは組まない。お前なんて絶対に認めない。
そうか。お前が信じたものは。
Why does he look disappointed here? That's kind of catching me off guard. All right, we actually have to wrap it up here. God damn it, where's my mouse pointer? I am just out of time. It's Formula 1 time, baby. It's Formula 1 time. But yeah, this was a fun one, you know? I'm glad we were able to get past this this fight and you know, onto whatever's next. But this dynamic between these two is going to be a lot of fun. Thank you all for tuning in. If you enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy.